What's going on, boxing fans? It's your boy, Pool Kind of Boxing, coming back at you with another boxing video for the boxing heads and the boxing minds. Now, one thing that had me rolling, man. Oh, please smash that like button for more hardcore boxing content. One thing that had me rolling, man, was Robert Garcia. So Robert Garcia, you know, when they challenged Errol Spence Jr., Mikey Garcia, that's the brother of Mikey Garcia, he's the coach. And Robert Garcia had a great career, but we ain't gonna get into all that. He lost to Corrales back in the day. That was a hell of a fight, and he's a good coach. But the funny thing is, Mikey Garcia said he saw something in Errol Spence Jr. They thought they could take advantage of, right? Because when you look at Errol Spence Jr., you know what I'm saying, you look at his style, it's not real flashy like, Bud Crawford is not flashy like uh you know, Pernell Whitaker, or what I'm saying, he don't have all these different moves, and what I'm saying, he don't have a lot of panache on his style. He's not like Jerron Booth Ennis. He hits you and look off, and what I'm saying, just do all this stuff. He don't have a lot of fancy footwork. So what he does is he go in and he gets the job done, and he uses fundamentals. What I'm saying, kind of like he Tim Duncan. What I'm saying, Tim Duncan ain't, which was a good comparison. What I'm saying, he just goes in and he's very fundamentally sound, but he's very good though. See what I'm saying? He's good at being fundamental. When you're super at your fundamentals, then what I'm saying, that means you're more than confident. You're more than just average. But see, they saw what he was doing. They saw the double jab. They saw, him staying behind the jab. They saw he wouldn't do nothing off the jab. What I'm saying? They saw the 1-2. They saw the hooks. What I'm saying? But they didn't take into account his boxing IQ, right? How you use all the fundamentals that you have. Like Larry Bird. What I'm saying? He wasn't Michael Jordan, or but he could beat Magic Johnson in some of those playoffs, and they beat some of those championships because of Larry Bird's understanding of the game, of how to use what he have to the best of his abilities, right? And he would use his mind to come off picks instead of trying to beat you to the basket with speed. So it's strategic. It's strategic, use of these things. What I'm saying, you got to use your mind, and so it's easy from the outside, or when you're looking at film, to kind of like look at somebody and kind of size them up. But when you get in the ring, what I'm saying, it's totally different, because you still got to gauge their speed. You still got to, you still got to make assessments according to how they move. What I'm saying, how they think. What I'm saying. So I could double jab you, but it's how fast. You got to take into account how fast the jabs are coming, and can I block it? The length of his arm, and how does he change the trajectory on that jab? Does he go to the stomach? Does he what I'm saying, does he just use it as a distraction? What I'm saying, does he flip it? What I'm saying, does a little feint? Does he feint with it? So you can still use fundamentals and still be creative. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, a lot of boxing fans, they don't look at it that way. They just look at it like, my favorite fighter got a better jab than yours. No, you it's how you use it, right? It's how you use the jab. It ain't, somebody may have a better jab, but it depends on how you use it if it's going to be effective. So I'm just using that as an example. So, Mikey Garcia saw how basic Errol Spence Jr. looked, and he was like, shit, I see something. So, he went in there and he challenged Errol Spence Jr., who didn't even want to take the fight for real, because he figured Mikey Garcia was too small, and he wouldn't get any credit for beating Mikey Garcia. They already talking about he came up from 6 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Each time you hear it, it's another weight class added. You know what I'm saying? Mikey Garcia, he came up from 10 weight class. He came up for 10 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he was at 102, 102 in the three fights he fought Errol Spence Jr. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's gonna happen when people don't like you as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna just make up shit, and that happens to Errol Spence Jr. all the time. So Mikey Garcia got into the fight, and he quickly realized, hey, this dude is different. It ain't just the double jab. This dude know how to move. He can move when he want to. This dude just show you. He just show you what he want to show you, but he can do much more. And that's what Mikey Garcia started finding out, that he couldn't really reach Errol Spence Jr. He was beating him to the punch, his volume, his jab. He was jabbing him to death, and he was just boxing him. You know what I'm saying? And that was the narrative back then, was that Mikey Garcia was smarter than Errol Spence Jr. And this pissed him off because he already knew that he was an Olympian, and he already knew that he could outbox Mikey Garcia. That's why he just didn't go in there and try to destroy him. And on top of that, he had to lose 35 pounds in a short period of time having a fat camp. So he didn't do, any strength training. And he said that he didn't do any in the Sean Porter fight. So, I tend to believe this because of how he destroyed Udanis Ugas. You know what I'm saying? He just went in there and just massacred that guy. And versus, what I'm saying, when he had to do these fat camps, he wasn't taking the sport as seriously. So, so it's got to be some truth to that, the way I see it. And so, Robert Garcia, he warned, Bud Crawford and his team. He was like, hey man, don't do like we did. Basically he's like, hey, we got fucked up. We got fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And I just thought that was like the most hilarious thing, man, because, any fool could see, what I'm saying, that, they shouldn't have been coming in there thinking like that. And, I know they know boxing better than me, but I think everybody in here could have told them don't go in there with that bullshit, talking about you see something. You know what I'm saying? I understand if you're just going in there and trying to get a paycheck, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But, if you on some real shit, you can't be, like you think you really going to beat this dude, you know what I'm saying? Because you think he basic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know Errol Spence Jr. If you've been watching his fight style, that there's more to it than that. It's his boxing brain. It's his boxing IQ. You know what I'm saying? That makes him special. So, people thought they could beat Floyd. You know what I'm saying? Until they got in the ring with him. And they saw this dude, he knew every part of the ring. He knew when to duck. He could feel punches coming. And, I'm not saying that Errol Spence Jr. is Floyd Mayweather, but what I'm saying is these fighters are a lot better than you think, because not only, they are fundamentally sound, but they know, not only are they fundamentally sound, but they're top athletes too. So that means they can, do things on the fly. You know what I'm saying, that most people can't, so a lot of people don't, a lot of these fighters, a lot of these coaches don't take Errol Spence Jr. athletic ability into account because he's so fundamental, but he's very athletic. You know what I'm saying? He's very athletic. And you can tell it in the way, he moves, and the way he he changes speeds on his punches. And I know that's part of the fundamentals, but when you're athletic, you can execute in ways where somebody who's not athletic can't. You know what I'm saying? And look at how Boots Ennis, look how he's able to catch people, with lead punches. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just super fast. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Errol Spence Jr. is super fast, but I'm just saying he has the ability to be creative and connect, with punches that, most people probably couldn't, who didn't have his type of timing, who don't have his type of reflexes and things like that. So, Robert Garcia, he said, hey, the dude, he He's fundamentally sound, but the dude got a high boxing IQ, and y'all need to be aware that he's not just what y'all think he is. And I just thought, wow. I was like, Robert Garcia really came out and admitted this, and I just like, wow. I thought that that it's like one of them things where it's too much information that you would think you would keep to yourself, and you wouldn't be trying to warn nobody about it, because now you admit that, hey, we misjudged the situation. We fucked up. We fucked up. So, and that's what they did. So I think, after October, I think Bomac going to be warning, and going to be warning somebody at 154, maybe the boost camp, and be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's more to Errol Spence Jr. than meets the eye. You know what I'm saying? Don't do like we did. We fucked up. We fucked up. And that's what it's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? But it's kind of cool that, he did come out and admit that they misjudged Errol Spence Jr. And a lot of people do. Right now you got people making a lot of videos about Errol Spence Jr. about how one dimensional he is. And then when as soon as you go to a boxing channel and they call Errol Spence Jr. one dimensional, unless you just there to hate watch, what I'm saying, to join in on the hate, what I'm saying, you should unsubscribe from that channel, because they don't know what the hell they talking about. They don't know what the hell they looking at. You know what I'm saying? When they watch Errol Spence Jr., So you got two different kind of fans, you know what I'm saying? You got fans that hate watch, and you got fans that know the sport. And you got fans that know a lot about the sport, and then you got fans that got a lot of hate for fighters that they don't even know. You know what I'm saying? They don't even know why they damn hate the dudes, you know what I'm saying? Well, they probably do because they're just evil ass people, you know what I'm saying, who are losers, you know what I'm saying, that if it wasn't Errol Spence Jr., to be somebody else, you know what I'm saying, to hate on and stuff. It's kind of like a hobby. Hating is a hobby. Evil is a hobby for a lot of people when you ain't got shit going on in your life, you know what I'm saying, because boxing is fun, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of fun, and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, they try to take it and make gang life out of boxing. You know what I'm saying? They try to make gang life. Black people do it too much. A lot of black folks out there, they go way, they do too much, bro. You know what I'm saying? A lot of foolishness. They keep up a lot of foolishness. You know what I'm saying? And then, they want to talk about, women being foolish. Look at the dudes. How you going to be a leader? How you going to lead in your community? You know what I'm saying? And you out here acting like a damn fool. You acting like a little girl out here. You being a mean girl online. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just kind of crazy, you know what I'm saying? Because people don't really live in reality, you know what I'm saying? They, when you get online, you know what I'm saying, you just kind of, you become androgynous, you know what I'm saying? And, so it don't matter if you masculine or feminine online, you know what I'm saying? It's just like people don't bring the more character with them online, you know what I'm saying? They bring some, some deep-seated asshole that they got buried in their psyche, you know what I'm saying? And they let it out. They let the serial killer out online, you know what I'm saying? They let the androgynous serial killer out online, you know what I'm saying? Because their real life ain't going well. So, they're going to shit on everything. They're going to create chaos and, cause confusion and mess. And, you know what I'm saying? That's just the way of the world right now. Everybody pissed off. Half these motherfuckers probably got corona or some shit, and what I mean, it's just, people just in a bad place, bro. And it's turning a lot of motherfuckers evil. You know what I'm saying? So, it just comes out over online. But, getting back to, Robert Garcia, they seem to understand their mistake. I don't think Mikey Garcia is the same dude. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's the same guy, man. Ever since he fought Errol Spence Jr., man, he fought that, I think it was Santana dude. That dude ain't even on the radar, man, as far as an elite fighter. And he beat Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia got beat up, you know what I'm saying, by a dude we never heard of from Spain. You know what I'm saying? And that's crazy because Mikey is a damn good fighter, but, down to earth. And Mikey always been like a little arrogant motherfucker. I have never seen Mikey Garcia with a hair out of place. So that's how you know that's a vain ass nigga. The dude hair is perfect. It stays perfect. You know what I'm saying? He really think I don't even think Mikey Garcia think of himself. It makes me think he's a white guy. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence Jr. Like 10 million. I think he went and got some Lambos and got his granddaddy a truck. So he's a good guy. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes the pride comes before the fall. And Mikey Garcia, when he came back after his after being put on the shelf by Bob Arum, I guess Mikey said, "I'm going for mine. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get mine. Everybody else done got theirs." So he only had a few years, left to be, at his best, and he made the best of it. And you know what I'm saying? He jumped on that mega opportunity to lose to Errol Spence Jr. And he been chilling ever since. Look, Michael don't even give a damn. You know what I'm saying? He be on Fight Hype as much as Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, that's probably where he's gonna work next. Probably Fight Hype. That's where everybody go when they get their ass whooped. Fight Hype and Top Rank commentators. When they don't want to fight no more. For all the lazy fighters, commentate at Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? Give Fight Hype interviews and shit. You know what I'm saying? But that's pretty much all I got. This has been Full Kind of Boxing. Make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to my channel for more hardcore boxing content. And remember what I say, y'all. Law don't go around here, law dog. Get savvy. See you in the next one.